What's up, guys? Welcome to Rails, Tales, and Trails. I am John, and today I wanted to throw out some safety tips based on my experiences since joining the railroad and leaving the first response industry about 5 years ago. And these are tips that I've come to understand. Either they've been passed down to me or I've kind of adopted them as my own personal rules since being out here and honestly learning the hard way. So it's a lot of trial by fire, and after training you're just thrown into it and it makes your head spin, just be quite honest with you. And so I wanted to give 6 safety tips that, like I said, either been passed down to me or I've kind of come up with them myself. I'm not saying I got the trademark on them, but these are rules that I've adopted to help keep me safe and to keep me out of trouble. So with that said, before we jump right into it, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button down below. It helps grow our channel, helps get the videos out there, makes that precious little YouTube algorithm happy. So guys, let's jump into it. So here we go. Number 1, working at the right speed. This is very important. Everybody has their own speed. And I know when I first got out of class, I felt a lot of pressure, primarily from me, to match what I was seeing the senior guys do and how fast they were working. And it's like, man, I need to get that fast. Don't. Okay. Speed will come with time. This is also, you'll hear some people talk about working at the speed of safety. Guys, slow is safe, safe is slow. I'm not saying drag your feet, but if working at walking speed is where you're comfortable at, do it. Some people may get mad, some may not. But at the end of the day, the goal is to go home. And if you working slower ensures that you go home, your engineer goes home, and nobody gets fired, that's a win. That sounds like the appropriate speed to work at to me. This next tip, I can't stress it enough, and that is you never can have enough light at night to work. You know, we're required to have our lantern on us at night for giving hand signals, looking around, things like that. I also carry 2 other things with me, and that is my headlamp, because that allows me to work hands-free. It's safer if I'm having to ride a cut of cars at night because it's right there and I can use both my hands. I'm never without light where I want it. I can't stress that enough. You can get these cheap off Amazon. We have the one I use personally in our Amazon store. It is an affiliate link. You can check it out. It doesn't matter which one you use. I would highly recommend using a headlamp in conjunction with your lantern. The other thing I carry is what people refer to as a blinky. Basically, it's a light that you can change the flash pattern on. It's red. At the end of the day, guys, you can't have enough light working at night. One of the old heads I worked with when I first came out of class, it was on a local. Guy had God knows how many years of experience in. He was like a month or so away from retiring. He told me this. It's stuck with me, and that is, if it doesn't feel right or safe, it probably isn't. And I have adopted this as kind of my rule of thumb for anything I do. Your gut's screaming at you. Something's probably out of place, even if you can't put your finger on it. So guys, if something doesn't feel right, or it seems out of place, or it just feels wrong, like if I do this, am I going to get in trouble? Take a moment to stop, ask questions with your engineer, double check your switches, your derails, walk your switch path if you have to, double check your paperwork, whatever it is. Listen to your gut, because the chances are your gut's probably right. I can't stress this next one enough, and that is double check your train compliance and then check it again, especially when you're on the road. Let's say you got a set out or a pickup to do. Now the weights and lengths of your train are different. Double check your compliance and then check it again. And then make sure you're on the same page with your engineer. Don't take this for granted. This is one of the Number one ways train crews get decertified or fired: they overlook compliance. This will save you a lot of time and, potential headaches if you just take the time to double check and triple check your train compliance after there have been any changes. And guys, don't forget to utilize that guy in the right seat of that cab. He's in the same boat with you. He or she's in the same boat with you. Chances are, especially if you're brand new, they're going to know those rules better than you do. And it's going to be a learning opportunity for you. So guys, it's a team effort. Double check and triple check compliance all the time. I do it all the time. And, I make sure I involve my engineer at every chance I get, because we're both in the same boat. We're on that same train. And if one of us goes down, we're probably both going to go down. And I don't want that happening. And I don't want to be responsible for my engineer getting decertified because I didn't take the time to do my job the way it needs to be done. On this next one, guys, I can't stress this enough. If you're tying handbrakes and securing your train for whatever reason, if you don't trust the brakes, tie some more. If I have come apart and I got a 30-car rear end section of loaded coal cars and I am on a hill, I'm not taking any chances on this. I'm probably going to tie 15 or 20 brakes because I'm going to be damn sure that when I shoot air to it, those cars don't take off down the hill. And guys, they're tying brakes. It's easy. It takes a little bit of effort. Maybe you got to climb up. Maybe you're tall like me and you can just reach up there and spin them. It doesn't matter. If you don't trust the brakes, tie some more. All there is to it. Because at the end of the day, if those brakes give out, those handbrakes are going to hold that train or that cut of cars. Take the time to tie the extra brakes if you need to. Everybody goes home happy. Now, this last one, guys, for number 6, you will encounter some people that give you a hard time. Maybe they're conductors or engineers. It is okay to say you're new and to ask questions. Like I said, there are some grumpy people out here in the industry that don't like to be asked questions. They'll say shit like, oh, well, you came out of class. Well, you should know what you're doing. I'm not going to help you. Guys, you got to realize that's not on you. That's on them. Communicate, brief with your engineer, brief with the rest of your crew, especially like if, you're fresh out of class and now you got called off the extra board and you got to go, you're the foreman or the conductor on this job and you got a brakeman with you. Guys, it's okay to go, look, guys, I'm new. I'm going to have a lot of questions. If you want to give me any feedback, criticism, whatever, I welcome it. It's okay to put yourself out there, even if you take some shit for it. It's not that big of a deal. That's not on you. That's on them. You're letting everybody know where you're at. And 9 out of 10 times, those guys and gals will step up to actually help you and actually teach you if you're willing to be a sponge and learn and listen. That will also go a long ways to helping you learn and reinforce what you just went through at training. Guys, I appreciate you checking in for this video. Check out our links below. Also, come join us on our Discord. It is free. It is a great way to connect with all of us. I hope this helps. As always, guys, leave your comments down below. I would love to hear y'all's own personal safety tips that you guys have either come up with while in training or, since being out here on the rails, whether you got 1 week or 30 years. Would love to hear y'all's tips, thoughts, comments down below and see what you guys have to say. Till the next one, stay safe. Here we go, guys.